What we're dealing with today is those country style ribs. I kind of boiled them a little bit just before I put them on a pit to, help out the process of tenderizing, you know, really quickly. But here's my preparation for seasoning. Paprika. Lots of it. Definitely want your meat to be brown. Of course, that smoke and that pit will automatically do that. Of course, if you keep watching more of my cooking shows, you will notice that I always use Tony Satcheries, but you have to be careful because Tony's is somewhat salty, so don't use too much. Also, going with that cayenne down south. You know what I'm saying? We like it pretty spicy, but not too much. I'm not as young as I used to be. I can't handle that spice like talking about. Onion powder. Be generous with it. Be very generous with it. Love my garlic. Everybody loves garlic. Who doesn't love garlic? If you don't like garlic, something is definitely wrong with it. Be very generous with it. And it might seem kind of weird to you guys, but a little mustard adds a lot more flavor to almost any meat that you want to throw on a pit. Mix that well. Make sure you mix it really well. You don't want to miss any spots. Rub that seasoning into that meat. Massage it. Make that meat feel special, so to speak. Go ahead and wash off my hands. And what I also like to do sometimes, I have my bottle, but I add a little liquid smoke to my meat. If I'm using a propane tank, butane tank, not charcoal. Not the best charcoal user, but as you can see, the meat is well seasoned, ready to go to the pit. And I'll be back in a few. But until then, if you didn't subscribe to my channel, go ahead and do so for more cooking tips and flavoring from the South. As you can see, I have my pit about close to 350. I want to do my meat low and slow. It's not real thick pieces. Pit right now is nice and hot. I want to lay it down nice and even. As you can hear, that little bit of sizzling to the meat. Lay it down flat, and what I'm going to do is come back periodically and spray it with a mixture of water and my liquid sauce mixture to keep it moist. And I'll be back to show you more. Meat is looking good so far. As you can see, just go ahead and baste my meat so it don't dry out. Give it a little bit extra flavor. So I'm not going to put any barbecue sauce on this. My family is not much of a sauce eater, and as you can see, it's not a huge thing of meat on here today. We're not eating much. We're eating light today. Little barbecue sauce, little barbecue smoked meat, broccoli, and some deviled eggs today. Then I'm gonna come back in about 10 minutes, flip the meat, and do the same thing with the basting. What I have here now is Italian dressing and liquid smoke. Have them mixed together for my basting of my meat that I have on my pot, on my pit, in order to keep it nice and moist. you know, put it on one side. Just go ahead and slather it on, which I will show you in a few.